Well, hello, ladies, gentlemen, and whoever or whatever you identify as. Welcome to this live stream. Need to get a few things quickly off my chest, not hanging around. If anyone pops into the chat, please don't take any offence that I'm not going to answer or put anything up. This just needs to be said and said very quickly. People need to start getting a serious grip upon themselves. I've seen some terrible things being said, people accusing other people of this, that, and the other. And you really all need to get a grip. We all need to get a grip, especially those stupid little children who wish to throw things around. You're arguing over a TV show. You're insulting people over a TV show. You're sending death threats to people over a TV show, or in my case, over a question that never got answered. Death threats are nothing but the weapons of the weak and the unintelligent. They've got nothing else better to say. People call other people sexual predators because they decide to defend and try and help clear the name of an innocent man. Because, of course, that's the thing that's overriding everything. You need to get a grip. Here in the UK, our government is in crisis. The MPs didn't want Liz Truss. The media didn't want Liz Truss, but here we go, because she's there, they're trying to get rid of her. And the alternative, which will eventually cause a general election, no doubt, is that Labour will get voted in. So we'll just get another batch of idiots in charge. We have somebody suffering from senile dementia running the United States of America. We have a guy in the Ukraine who just wants more and more money. People in the West, our governments wish us to get involved in a war. They wish us to annihilate each other. Meanwhile, some people send death threats to people over a TV show. People are looking forward to the fact that they may not be able to heat their houses this winter. Yet people say nasty things to other people over TV shows. People are looking forward to whether or not they'll be able to eat this winter, but people send stupid things about a TV show. There is nothing wrong discussing a TV show. There's nothing, and you know full well that I wear my heart on my sleeve and I do everything with great passion, and there's no problem with that. But when people are making it more about a TV show than the world that we're living in right now, then this worries me. It worries me deeply. It upsets me deeply. We all, well, not all, some people in this fandom, some people on Twitter, some people in social media, some people in life in general really do need to desperately get a grip of themselves. We spend a world where we're more worried about misgendering pronouns and God knows what else than we are about the fact that potentially we could be heading towards a nuclear war. People jump up and down and celebrate and put their Ukrainian flags upon their profiles, supporting something which is okay to support when it's thousands and thousands of miles away from you. I'm just stunned every day. Every day I look at Twitter, every day I look at social media, and I look at things that are being said to people and the insults that are thrown over shows, TV shows, simple questions. The insults flow freely over a TV show. There are people right now in city streets all over the country, in fact, all over the world, who are freezing to death because they have no home. But of course, moaning about the first world problem of a TV show, insulting those people who don't agree with you on your particular point of view is deemed acceptable. To throw slurs and insults is deemed acceptable. When people are trying to do things by just raising an opinion, by just having a simple point of view, the vitriol, the vileness, the nastiness, the horrible things that people say, because that's what matters. It's more important that you agree with me than anything else. It's only a quick, short one because today I've had a day where I'm just been listening to some and reading some absolute shite. And I sit here or I sit in my house and I just shake my head. People are not sexual predators because they believe somebody is innocent. They do not, and they wish to defend a person who has had their life taken away from them for literally no valid reason. And then that person can rightfully feel upset when other people can pay other people off and that film carries on filming because of money. When people are only named when charged, when other people are named as soon as anything happens, in fact, before they've even gone to, police things. I know this isn't my usual sort of thing that I sort of put out on my channel, but I'm at a loss. These children who sit behind their keyboards, tapping away, saying what they got to say, being vile because it's fun. I just don't understand how people could be so nasty to each other. I really don't. I just don't get you. I don't understand it. I don't understand the logic. I don't see the point to it all. Because, people have suffered immeasurably for the freedom that gives you the right to send death threats to people, to call people horrible names. Why do you do it? It's a logical question. What do you get out of it? Why does it make you feel empowered? Or does it make you feel big and clever and hard and funny to say nasty things? Are you that stupid that you just won't listen to reason? Or even entertain perhaps that somebody might actually be saying something that kind of makes sense, but you're too blinded by your own pettiness and your own childish behavior that you just refuse to see this and you refuse to engage. And that's not just TV shows, that's everything in life. We'd all get along much better in this world if we just took a moment to listen and not judge and not insult and not wish them dead, but perhaps listen, perhaps take on board a different point of view. But I know that's not going to happen because we live in a world obsessed with violence, of nastiness, of shouting and screaming about things that have no bearing on anything, making issues out of something that doesn't even need to be an issue because we live for the offense, because we spend our lives, not all of us, but these idiots spend their lives sitting around just waiting for the next thing to be offended by. There's an old saying that, powerful men make, good times breed weak people breed tough times. We're in the weak period of our cycle where people in the West are more worried about pronouns and gender orientation and skin color and religious intolerance and God knows what else, anything to be offended about anything else. And meanwhile, while all this is going on, I read recently that the government in this country, in the United Kingdom, is setting up a fund because people they need their mental health reinforced because they find it difficult to have to go back to work on a Monday morning. This is the world that we live in. I just don't understand the logic behind it all. I really don't. I know Noel was going to do a stream about mental health today. Unfortunately, I missed it. As it turned out, it didn't end up like that. It turned out that dickheads, stupid little children had to hijack it for pathetic, idiotic reasons because they live for that. I'll tell you what, it would be nice for you to have spent 2 hours. I'll tell you what, we'll pick 2 hours of my life, 1986. And we'll see how you like that. See how you enjoy what I was doing in 1986. Maybe it'll change your point of view on life. Maybe it'll change your point of view on humans. You see, I've been through stuff. I could hate Irish people. I don't. I could hate Iraqi people. I don't. I don't hate anyone. Hate's this wonderful word like everything else we just throw around because somebody doesn't agree with somebody. You know what? We're all human. I know it might be a bit of a change for you and it might be a bit of a shock. But if you stopped being blinded by your own petty childish hate and actually paid attention to what people were saying and actually had the common decency to perhaps listen or understand or think, well, you see, because in my life, I've seen it all. And anything that happens, two sides to every story, two sides to every argument. And I always stand and think, wonder what I would feel if I was in their shoes. I'm sorry if this is just like a mindless rant. I do apologize, but sometimes you need to clear your chest because I fear for us all. I really do. I genuinely fear for us all. And you see all the crap and the shit that's going down in the world right now, and people insult people over a TV show. People send death threats to other people because they just don't agree with them. People presume that what they're being told by the media and by other people, like on Twitter and that, therefore it must be true, but daren't question. You should question everything. You should never believe everything you're being told because nothing's real. Because everything's an agenda nowadays, especially nowadays. Everybody's just out for themselves with whatever agendas. Sorry if this was a bit of a rant, a bit of a wandering thing, but the thing is, this is just how I feel. I just thought I needed to get it off my chest. Needed to just sort of shout it out into the abyss if I have to, just to sort of say that, you know what, can we all just try and stop? Can we? I mean, we all hear about this mental health crisis that the world's in, and this, that, and the other. Yeah, it is. It is in a mental health crisis, and why? One, because a lot of people have become far too soft and get offended at the most innocuous things known to man. But then there are the other idiots who just like twisting the knife into people and creating this mental health crisis by insulting people because look at me, I'm sitting behind my keyboard and I so throw an insult. It doesn't mean anything. Oh, perhaps I was just joking. It's not funny anymore. I mean, some people say, oh, we should have a healing of fandoms and this, that, and the other. It's never going to happen. It's never going to happen until people start to sit down and, as the doctor said down, where it all should all go, where it should have always been at the beginning, where everybody just sits down and listens and talks. Stop prejudging, stop being nasty, stop being blinded by your own pathetic little hate. Just try and get on. I always say, we'll go back to Doctor Who because that's what I talk about the most. I always say, look, if you think that Jodie Whittaker was the greatest Doctor, if you think this era was the best era ever, good for you. I'm not bitter. I'm not angry. I'm not throwing insults and slurs at you. So why is it okay the other way around? I'm just saying. But no, this is the world we live in. What else can I say? Not a lot, really. Because it's a quick one. It's not much longer. I've got to get kids to bed and that and concentrate on things that really matter, like living. Just try and stop the hate. Just for once. Hold on a second.
How long are you going to be?
2 minutes.
Okay.
There you go. That's what matters. That's what matters. It's just anyone's evening. Say sorry, I'm not going to have a chance to sort of put the screens up in chat because I've literally, as you just heard, got to go in a second. I just want people to stop being stupid, pathetic, childish. And I know no one's going to listen. I know these fucking idiots are going to keep going on. Yeah. But just think, just stop being nasty to each other just for 5 minutes. As human beings, we are the greatest things on this planet when we want to be. When we want to be. Instead, we don't want to be that now. We just, well, I keep saying we. The tiny minority, it's always the tiny minority that have to ruin it for everybody else by just being nasty. The world has gone mad. Old soldiers like me don't get it. We look at what's going on right now and we ask ourselves question after question, why did we do what we do? There's a fantastic advert going on about the Royal British Legion at the moment, which is so true. People who served in the forces, they don't know you, they don't know anyone, but they're prepared to lay down their life for your freedoms. And how do you repay those freedoms? By being nasty, vicious, and horrible to each other. Yeah? How about I just, one day, if you want, I'll take you to see some of the graves of my friends that died so you can be a nasty bastard on the internet and insult people. Just think on, there's no need for it. Any case, I'm going to have to go because I've got to go and get my kids sorted out and I need a cup of coffee. I know this probably won't matter to the fucking idiots in the world. It really won't matter one iota, one jot, one thing. But the simple truth of the matter is, you know me by now, I won't sit quietly by and let things go without saying something. And this is what I'm saying. Let's try, just for once. Yeah, this Christmas, try and all be nice for once. Just try and be nice to each other. I will, Colin, I will. Wish the kids good night from everybody. As I said, I'm sorry I haven't had a chance to pop things up. I just needed to dump this out there. But please be, just try and be nice. When I say it, that I love you, that I love people, I love everyone. Everybody's a human being in my eyes. I only judge you on whether you're being a twat or not. And I'm always touched by the response that I get, people. But perhaps we should all start loving each other just that little bit more and just drop the hate. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to bring this one to a close. Thanks for listening to this 18-minute rant. I hope you are all well. I do wish that you all have wonderful days, evenings, weekends, and the rest of your lives, because I don't hate anyone. And if there's anyone on this planet who has reason to hate people, it would be me. Yet, funnily enough, I don't hate anyone because I know we're all wonderful things when we want to be. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you all later.